Do you know by what this cosmos is created? Let me read the question again. Do you know by what this cosmos is created? Please do watch the video till the end and press the subscribe button and bell button also to get notification, because we will be going on increasing publishing the new videos. So you will get the notification. This is a science about you. This is I am revealing all the secrets about an individual, a human being, as well as the cosmos. It's a beautiful science, the science of the self. And this self-realization is the sole purpose of a human birth. That we all should bear it in mind. And we should take interest, because as you listen to this science, you will be getting a lot of clarity of heart, clarity about what is God, who is God, where is He existing, how is He existing, is it a thought or is it a scenery, sight, is it a feeling, what is its content, how might reach Him, who is a seeker, who is a saint, what's happening in our deep sleep state. It's complete science, beautiful science, authentic science. Especially in India, our rishis, saints, seers, siddhas, jnanis have all realized this. Okay, we'll get into the subject. What is the origination of this cosmos? By what this cosmos originates? At the base, it originates out of a feeling. I should not say it. Every speck of space is permeated by the messages of feelings. The air in our city, whatever the climatic condition of the air prevailing in our city, that is controlled by the feeling, the chillness, the altitude, the longitude, latitude of the climate. Everything, every speck of space, the quantum physics clearly establishes the fact there is no vacuum at all. There is no emptiness at all. A container cannot be made empty at all. It cannot be sucked out of its quantum particles. Quantum particles, they are going on popping up. They are going on getting produced from nowhere. There is no emptiness at all. So what is this factor which is actually becoming matter? Because science always goes behind matter, finding out the root of matter at the quantum level, isn't it? When it goes immeasurable, they call it as quantum. So the science, the objective science, goes behind matter. But our rishis, jnanis, they went behind the subject. They were always in search of the subject. They wanted to know who the entity behind this appearance, this form. Who is actually behind? What is that? Is it a spirit? Spirit means some empty essence, an essence without a form, isn't it? What is that kind of spirit? Who is the thinker? In a thought, who is a thinker? Thinker is also a thought. Does thought have independent existence, independent intelligence? Does it float? Does it originate independently on its own and getting shelved somewhere, kept, again popping up? No. Nothing has any permanence at all. They don't have any substantiality at all. There is no substance at all in a thought. Thought, thinker, thinking, all are empty moments of feelings. And these feelings that are embedded in intellect, they are also without any entities in them. If I say a lot of pain on my knees, I feel a lot of pain. It's so painful, my knees are paining. If I say this word, behind those tissues, behind those knees, inside of that knees, there is no such person as who is having that knee, who is having that pain. All appearances don't have an individual subject at all. They don't have any subject entity at all. I cannot even utter the word I know, I don't know, I want to know, I will get that. What is this I? There is no I at all in my skin, in my thoughts, in my thinker, in my feelings. This is often proven in a 24-hour cycle of our lifestyle. Every 24 hours, we go to sleep, we fall asleep. What is the state of deep sleep? There is none. With the extinction of mind, with the extinction of intellect, with the extinction of I amness, the ego, cosmos is negated. It ceases to exist during my deep sleep. Whole cosmos vanishes. My body is breathing alive, but it doesn't recognize that it is existing. What is the state of complete extinction? But still, everything exists. Though they have superficial forms that are not cognized at that time. What is that state of existence? One is dead like, he is lying like a log of wood without a feeling. So everything pops up as one's ego, one's intellectual feelings, one's thought patterns, and they themselves are the cosmos with which one relates constantly. What is that kind of relationship? The relationship originates when a feeling originates in me and attaching itself as I am feeling that, I am feeling this. I don't have a good feeling. I have a very good feeling. I feel happy. No, I am angry. What are these kinds of feelings? So, feelings are taken for granted and an entity owns the map and says, one moment it says something and the next moment it says the other thing. It is contrasting itself, which we are not aware. So, how is the cosmos is getting created? It is created out of the messages of feelings. That is what we say, past registrations of feelings that are held in the cosmic mind. There is only one mind, and that mind has no substance in it. It is also illusory. From what does it arise? That cosmic mind arises out of what? It arises out of that deep sleep state, stillness and silence. It has such an immense power. Immense power. In its sheer presence, three characteristic traits, gunas, constantly getting churned within themselves, and they give rise to feelings, and those feelings, like a software, they are holding that software of cosmic mind. Past registrations of feelings is the cosmic mind. Only one mind. In that we are also included. Our waking states are included. Our thoughts are included. Our feelings are included. Our wants, our likes, dislikes, everything is nothing but a feeling. Feeling holds the key of the creation of the cosmos. Feelings are cosmos. Feelings are the manifestation of this cosmos. This is the truth. That's why we have again in the board, you see, it is created out of past registrations of feelings. They are held in the cosmic mind as informations which are invisible, intangible, imperceivable. And we have drawn a big circle. In that we have referred it as cosmic mind, one cosmic mind. We will have to mark some circle. We will have to put it everything in a circle. So we made it as a form. One big circle of 14 billion years of age of this cosmos. In that everything is a feeling. A star is a feeling. Sun is a feeling. Earth is a feeling. Biosphere is full of feelings that give rise to living organisms. And matter, the two atoms, two and more atoms above two, they get converted into living organism as molecules or objects also, isn't it? So the whole of the cosmos is movement of inertia together with living organisms too, but all are essentially, fundamentally, the cosmic mind holding within itself the feelings. Feelings are given rise by informations. For a cell in the mother's womb to get formed, the DNA, deoxyribonucleic acid with CGTA chemicals and RNA, uracil, they will have to go do the replication job and they add to the nucleus of the molecule a living organism. It becomes a living organism, one cell organism. Right from one cell amoeba to sixth sense a human being, everything is a living organism. Even these living organisms are a sand particle or an atom or a dark matter. Everything is holding, created out of information, and the informations give rise to feelings and feelings become those objects. This is the secret of the creation of the cosmos. And where does it locate, where does it exist in us? In our ego. Before going into sleep yesterday night, until the last moment, I had been thinking, I had been feeling, and suddenly this feeling thinking mechanism of cosmic mind vanished from me with my I amness also. Suddenly I was in stillness and silence. This stillness and silence, out of which again the continuity is gained by I amness, the ego. Now, really going back to our source, that is the stillness and I amness, stillness and silence of the deep sleep state, we will have to turn within and transcend the in. So all our spirituality, all the practices of spirituality is actually returning to our stillness and silence that exists during our deep sleep state. For this, we have been advising for children from 10 years to 14 years to sit silently as soon as they get up and before going to bed in the night for half an hour, eyes closed, not doing anything at all. If thoughts arise, they will have to simply watch them, they will go away. If feelings arise, they will have to watch them, it will go away. Let this distancing happen in them. Let the real self get consecrated in them. This is the path. By being, just be. This is the practice. And for elders above the age of 14, good old man, up to the level of good old man, 90 years, 100 years, they can also do morning 1 hour, night 1 hour, just being still within, looking at the thoughts and look behind the thinker, looking at the feelings, look behind the feeler as to who he is. No one will be there. There is no substance at all in our body, not in our thoughts, not in our feelings. No one is there at all. It is empty, but it is full, as if like deep sleep state, stillness and silence. It has immense power. Get anchored in that. This is the practice, and throughout 24/7 also, one can dwell in this climate and enjoy distancing the fake and realizing the true, that is our deep sleep state, true self. With this, I will end this. We will meet in our next question and answer session.